The trick to a really good house hot pot is not to make it in the first place.
And when you've done that, you can add a little bit of magic water to make it really light and fluffy.
What's magic water when it's at home?
It's water that has magic in it.
So it's just water then?
No, it's water that has magic in it.
Why don't Mum and Dad ever have anything to eat in the fridge?
Right about now, Miss Lovely will be asking Mum and Dad if they've been as good as gold.
And have you been as good as gold?
Of course, Miss Lovely.
There you go, then. That's your good as gold timetable for this evening.
Oh, how sweet. Did Peter make this?
He did. Isn't it lovely?
Yes, Miss Lovely. It's really lovely.
Lovely is as lovely does, I always say.
Yes.
Off you go now. Time to have your teacher talk.
And right about now, they'll be sitting down to talk to Madame Tutu about my dancing.
Alors, Henri.
Do you mean Peter, Madame Tutu?
Non, I mean Henri.
Oh, right, because we're here to talk about...
Henri, that's right. Henri le Terrible.
Well, usually we call him Horrid, but...
Horrid, terrible, awful. Who cares?
Ha, yes. Who cares?
We need to talk about Henri.
All right, then, if you insist.
What's he done now, Madame Tutu?
Poof! What has he not done? He has used my dance studio as a football pitch. He has tied all the ballet shoes together to make a long rope.
I didn't know he could tie shoelaces already.
And then he used the long rope to tie up all the girls. And?
Oh, no.
And he puts them all back again afterwards.
But that's a good thing, isn't it?
In the wrong box.
Oh, well then.
Goodness me, is that the time? I think our 5 minutes must be up.
That Henri, he really is horrible.
Actually, horrid is the word you're looking for. Henry is horrid, most of the time.
Ah, yes. Horrid Henri. This is a perfect name for him.
You don't say.
To make a really good house hot pot, you have to have patience and skill. And a lot of vegetables. That was a little joke. Do you think it worked? Right about now, Mum and Dad should be on their way to see Miss Lovely.
Excuse me. Oh, sorry, didn't see you there. Can I help you? We're here to talk about... Oh, yes, Henry.
Well, no,
Henry. What can we say about a boy called Henry? Well, you could probably say a lot, but... Oh, yes, the time we turned the ceiling blue. What? But then that was probably my fault trying to make a cup of coffee at the same time.
Mr.
Walter. But you can call me Wheelie Walter.
All right, Mr. Wheelie Walter. Do you actually teach Peter?
Peter? Who's Peter? Will you excuse us, Mr. Wheelie Walter? Is he even on the timetable?
No, he's not.
Then why do we go to see him? Ah, Mr. Soggington. We didn't see you there.
Do sit down. Here, you look familiar. Have I seen you somewhere before?
Yes.
No.
I thought so.
I'm really sorry about what I said about your goldfish, Goldilocks.
Oh, don't you worry about that. She's forgotten all about it. 3-second memory, you see. Who did you say you are again?
We're Peter's parents.
Nope, not one of mine.
Well, we'll be off then.
That Henry, though. It was only the once, mind. Once was enough, mind. It was one of them music lessons, you know.
It's so easy being me. I'm hard.
have to try a trainee instead. Let's see who we've got. Ooh, let's try this one. Fingers crossed, eh, Tiddles? Well, Miss Rancid, thank you so much for coming in at such short notice. Oh, yes. Let me show you to your class.
It's all right, I know the way.
Rancid Rebecca!
So, Henry, we meet again.
Hello, Rebecca. I don't believe you've met Archie, my pet spider.
I don't believe I have. No buts, Henry. Sit down. Anyone else thinking of misbehaving?
No.
No what?
No, Miss...
Miss Rancid.
No, Miss Rancid.
And where do you think you're going? You go! You go! You and you go! Go!
What are you doing down there, Henry?
I'm cleaning the floor. What does it look like, worm?
Ooh, let me help you, Henry. Maybe you'll get a good as gold badge from you and your teacher.
That's what you think, smelly nappy baby.
Well, if you don't want my help, then I'll carry on with what I was doing. La 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 la.
So, Henry, what you going to do about it?
About what?
The bogey babysitter. The bogey teacher, more like.
Why is it me that's got to do something?
Because
Why?
Because it's all your fault that Miss Battleaxe has gone away on holiday and left us alone with that monster.
Yeah, well, it's not my fault that Rebecca's not frightened of spiders anymore. I thought Archie would scare her away.
Well, it didn't, did it? So you better figure out how to get rid of her. Or else.
Or else what?
Or else it will be even more your fault.
Why is it always my fault?
'Cause it always is. Please, miss. Please, miss. Please, miss, are you going to teach us anything?
You are a creep, and I don't like creeps.
Because, miss, if you're not going to teach us anything, I'd like to be excused to go to the library, please.
You're all creeps. Now go! Scary creeps.
So, how are you getting on with that bunch of snotty-nosed kids, eh?
All right.
They can be pretty scary sometimes, can't they?
Don't frighten me. Nothing frightens me.
Really?
Really.
Oh, only joking.
Ha ha.
It's so easy being me. I'm Horrid Henry.
Well, what are you going to do about it then?
Get lost, bogey brain. There's nothing we can do.
There's always something you can do, especially when it's your fault we're in detention in the first place.
Like I said, get lost, bogey brain.
Please, miss, Henry's talking.
Thank you, Margaret, and I'm sure it won't have escaped your attention that you are talking too. Nice one, Margaret. That was definitely doing something.
Please, miss, Ralph's talking too.
Thank you again, Margaret, and that's twice you've been talking now.
What you gonna do now, Margaret?
Get lost, bouncy ball brain.
Just because I don't have my glasses, it doesn't mean I can't hear you, Al.
Oops.
And Margaret, that's number 3 for you. Not so fast, Margaret, Al, Ralph and Henry stay here. The rest of you can go. Which one of you is the best football player, would you say? Thank you. Well then, you shall all stay in detention for the rest of the day. But to the science lab now!
Attention! Miss Bax is here.
Thank you, Mr. Soggington. I've come to tell you that Miss Ordboard has suggested that I referee the Ashton Athletic Junior Team football trials this afternoon, while you go and get my glasses mended for me.
But...
So, off you go, Mr. Soggington.
Oh, right, Miss Bax. Off I go. Yes. She can't referee the trials. She's a girl, for one thing.
And what's wrong with that, sir?
Oh, nothing, Margaret. I'm just upset about all this.
So are we, sir. We're missing it too.
Yeah, and we didn't stand on Miss Battleaxe's glasses.
That, in itself, is true, Margaret. What are we gonna do?
I'll tell you what we're going to do.
What are we gonna do?
We're going to do something.
Oh, here we go again.
You're supposed to be in detention.
We'll get into trouble if we talk to you.
Oh, don't be such a wimp. I need you to deliver a message to Peter.
I can't deliver a message to Peter.
Yes, you can. Pull yourself together and listen.
We've got a message for you, Peter.
Have you? What is it?
It's a message from Henry.
Not interested.
But we'll get into trouble if you don't listen.
Who from?
Henry.
Still not interested.
And Margaret.
Interested now.
Oh, just off to get the glasses repaired, Boudigar.
Oh, thank you so much, Sidmouth. Oh, excuse me.
Come on then, you horrible lot. Out you go.
Thanks, Will. I did it for Margaret.
What a worm!
They're all ready for you, Miss Lovely. Now, form a line, you horrible lot.
so easy being me. I'm Horrid Henry.
And now read us your poem, Henry.
This'll really gross him out. This poem is called Better Out Than In. Pirates puke on stormy seas. Giants spew on top of trees. Bleh. Kings are sick in golden loos. Dogs throw up on daddy's shoes. Babies love to make a mess down the front of mum's best dress.
Thank you, boy. I think you've made your point.
Oh, but I haven't got to the good bit yet.
Obviously, you still have bathing, upchucking, gagging, retching and regurgitating to go. Now sit down. I threw up in a boat once.
I threw up in the car.
I threw up on my teddy.
Silence! You will all stay for detention after school is finished.
Oh.
Now it's time for the next lesson. Music. Follow me.
Looks like I'm going to have to turn things up a notch.
Can anyone tell me what music is an expression of?
Music is an expression of who we are.
That's right, Brian. Now, I want each of you to pick up the instrument in front of you. Silence! Double detention after school has finished! One at a time. Susan, you first. What is it, boy?
There's something wrong with my tuba, sir. It is not letting me express myself properly.
Maybe you're not blowing hard enough.
I think it's blocked.
I can't see anything.
You're right, sir. I wasn't blowing hard enough.
You horrid boy!
I was just expressing myself, sir.
Head mistress's office, now! Keep playing!
Do something, Henry.
Peter?
Hello, Henry. I'm the school messenger today. I've got to deliver all the post to all the teachers.
Here's the tray of post, Peter. Now, do you know what you need to do?
Oh, yes, Miss Lovely.
Oh, Peter, congratulations. Being school messenger is an important job. I'm sure you'll do it splendidly. This is for Mr. Nurden.
Thank you, Miss Oddboard.
Miss Lovely, may I have a moment of your time? Ah, Henry, why am I not surprised to see you? I'll deal with you in a moment.
Peter, you may return to class.
So, when do you have to deliver everything in that tray?
Just before lunch. Ooh, I'm going to be the best school messenger ever.
Just before lunch, eh? Perfect!
A triple detention, is that all? Tuh. No discipline in this school. That's the problem. Sit down. Over there. Henry, move over there. Henry! 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 Henry!
But he pushed me!
Did he? I didn't see anything. Last lesson before lunch. Science.